Hi, this is Kerry Artak with Wicked Stocks, bringing you your daily NVIDIA report for Tuesday, July 15th, 2025. And before I talk about this chart, I just want to squeeze in the fact that I'd love for you to go to wickedstocks.com and take advantage of our 5-day free trial. In it, you'll receive 2 stock picks over the next few days, 5 days. We're doing one today, Tuesday, and another one on Thursday. You'll also get daily triple Q and daily SPY analysis. I wouldn't trade NVIDIA, swing trade NVIDIA, long-term trade NVIDIA, unless I also had the triple Q at my disposal, because it's such a significant part of that index, and there is a sort of symmetry that occurs between the two of them. So there's that. Go to wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. You'll really appreciate the work that we do. And I'm going to leave it at that. So on with NVIDIA. The weekly chart, long-term chart, goes back some 2.5 years. And it was 3 weeks ago last Friday that we settled above this one-year channel top at 149.99 that then indicated, and still does, the 176.14 rising channel top as a 2 to 3 month or sooner objective. And we're, on Friday, it'll be 4 weeks. It'll be a full month. And so I think 2 to 3 months still realistic. We're probably 60 to 70% on the way to reaching our objective, but it is a moving target and it climbs weekly. So, we'll just leave it at that. And 175.84, actually, this is not an updated level. 175.97 is the same on the daily chart. So these need to be updated, but I would stop the video right now if we were close to this area and re-record. But because we're so far off that mark, just know it is 176.14. So recently we came very close, and that was last Friday, to testing kind of a near-term target at 170.22, rising trend line. We mentioned that can contain daily, possibly weekly buying pressures. We've fallen away from here, and in terms of kind of equivalent support, that comes in, where is the chart that I'm looking for, at 160.67. So I have reduced this to a session containment level only, and you've got to put it in the proper context. If we close below 160.67, I would have a sell signal into later week, which I'll get to in a moment. But until then, you could consider 160.67 kind of a 3-star, if you like, 3 to 5 day swing trade back to the upside. There's a case to be made that our 2 to 3 week momentum remains clearly bullish above 160.67. Testing 160.67, we can round back up to the 170.22 trend line within 3 to 5 days. Now inside of that, we've got 163.93. And I'm going to find that right now. That is the sort of inside 1.5, 2 week channel. We did break below a bit on Monday, closed above it. If we open above 163.93, that is a soft intraday support level, above which 165.65 is likely today. 165.65, nothing more than a 5/8 upside Fibonacci over the last 2 days. Friday's high against Monday's low, back up 5/8 would take you to 165.65, where we can top out on an intraday basis. If we push through 165.65, I would only anticipate the high from last Friday of 167.89. I don't think if we push above 165.65 today that we can absolutely expect 170.22, but who knows? 170.22 still able to contain daily highs. It is climbing at a pretty good pace and will, over the next couple of weeks, converge anyway with our overall objective at 175.97. But if over the next few days we happen to close above 170.22, we're just another 3 to 5 days away from reaching our 2 to 3 month target that was established 3 weeks ago at 176.14, where I think all profits can be taken. Whether you're a 3 to 5 day or a 3 to 5 week swing trader, all profits can be taken at 176.14. And for those of you who are comfortable playing both sides of the market, you could even establish a short position at 176.14. As it's being tested, for instance, you could reach for 145 or 150 strike out of the money puts that don't expire. This could be a 2 to 3 week downside, could be quicker than that, but I would go 4 to 6 months out on the expiration date of that strike. And that covers the upside pretty well. Let me get back to the downside.
If you're finding value in this analysis, it's only a glimpse of what we offer. Your real trading edge starts at wickedstocks.com. Each week, premium members receive 2 high-probability stock picks. Each one comes with a complete trade plan, including exact entry, profit target, stop loss, and regular updates so you can manage the trade with confidence. You'll also get daily video analysis in the top traded markets, the SPY, the Triple Q, and NVIDIA, highlighting the key price levels, trends, and trade setups we're focused on. Whether you're day trading or swing trading, these insights help you zero in on the highest quality opportunities with clarity. Try it all free for 5 days. Cancel at any time.
You know, if we close below 160.67, I was at one time anticipating a retest of long-term support at 149.99, which is once again here. But no, I think if we close below the 160.67 formation, we can expect 154.50. This could be within 1 to 3 days, could be 3 to 5, difficult to ascertain, but I'll say that if we close today, Tuesday, below 160.67, we have a good high for the week, and we should, by Friday's close, test 154.50. 154.50 is pulling away from that 149.99 long-term support, and so I'm isolating it now as a meaningful pullback support level that you can buy. I have it as 3 stars. You can buy it on a weekly basis, and yes, I think from here we can round up within 3 to 5 weeks into the overall objective at 176.14. And then finally, it's not going to happen today, but if we were to close below 154.50, then we're expecting 149.99, which is once again this 1-year channel top we settled above 3 weeks ago last Friday. 149.99 is dropping at a very slight pace, but what is of greater importance, I think, in terms of trend support, is this 143.44, a 3.5-month rising channel bottom, which will, around July 23rd, 24th, 25th, converge entirely with 149.99. In other words, 10 days from now, this area will be one single point. And so, I think, closing below 160.67 within 3 to 5 days, 154.50, where we can round up through next week, even into August trade. And not unless we close below 154.50 would I expect this narrowing zone of 143.44 to 149.99, where we could actually bottom out through the rest of the third quarter and round up still. I mean, holding above 143.44 to 149.99 maintains bullish momentum off that April low. There's also bullish momentum from the buy signal itself above 149.99. So, holding above this, what I'm going to call the mid to upper 140s and changing and narrowing on a daily basis maintains the 176.14 2 to 3 month target. And so, I think all we have right now is a 3 to 5 day swing trade opportunity in the present vicinity, buying 160.67, anticipating upward rotation into the low 170s again, selling a settlement below 160.67, anticipating 154.50 within 3 to 5 days or less. And the 154.50 is more significant because it's a 6-week channel structure and it precedes 149.99 by a degree. In other words, I think this is the area where you're going to have sort of resting bids anyway because of the significance of 149.99. And so 154.50 is a solid area that, if given the opportunity, represents not only a day trade and a 3 to 5 day swing trade, but really a 3 to 5 week swing trade back to the upside if given the opportunity to buy it. I think that pretty much rounds it out. Please click like, share, subscribe, check out wickedstocks.com. Take advantage of that 5-day free trial. I will be back tomorrow, of course, with Wednesday's NVIDIA report, and you have a fabulous day.